The problem with believers concerning peace is the believer accepts that in order to have peace, one must look the other way while others in society are abused by the state. They believe that it's okay to incarcerate more people each year than all of the European Union. While the EU has over 100 million more people, the US incarcerates twice the number of people. This is to maintain the peace, we are told, and the sheeple, those believers, swallow this like a fat man in a pie-eating contest. Believers accept the fact that in order to have peace in the world, it is necessary to kill millions of civilians worldwide so we can be safe and live in peace. Believers never question how this may impede their peace and safety. They simply agree to the murder of millions. Believers accept the lies, we are told, that these countries that are made up of sheep herders and farmers of every kind are a threat to our beloved democracy. Believers believe that democracy is good for us. If we called it what it is, mob rule, would the believers still embrace this system? Yes, they would, because the system is set up to enforce the belief in believers that they are correct. It is set up by the high priest that they are called the lawmakers, and they are kept in that position because believers accept the fact that true freedom is a threat to their peace and safety. Therefore, we must be a nation of laws, those written orders that restrict freedom, all the while preaching that we are a free people. The men and women of the cloth, leaders of the church, rarely confront the government in defense of the people's freedom because you don't bite the hand that feeds you. There is a group of women whose sole purpose is to eliminate the choice of children to read about certain subjects in books. They call themselves Moms for Liberty. Believers look upon the Judeo-Christian belief as if it represents the ultimate freedom. However, in truth, it is only the freedom that the believer accepts as good. You know, only that which allows them to do certain things. Anything being done by a non-believer or immoral Christian, regardless if it threatens the peace of a believer or not, if not accepted behavior, is seen as a threat to the peace. The problem with the believer is that they don't hesitate to impede on the freedom of another if it causes them to sin. Believers denounce science if it conflicts with what they have been told by the church. They do this to maintain peace of mind. The real problem with believers is that they will sacrifice freedom on the altar of the high priest to maintain what they see as peace, therefore surrendering the will to power for the will to live, but not actually to live, but to exist.